Hello friends, Happy New Year, Sero here, on a journey of becoming myself, Zero to Sero. I want to tell you a story of a couple years ago. I went on a trip. I love traveling. I hate COVID because it doesn't allow me to travel. I love traveling. And a couple years ago, I was in Mokpo, which is a city in South Korea. And in that city, there was one thing I wanted to do with a friend. Besides eating good food and just enjoying the time away, there was one thing, and that was visiting Yangdong Church, which is one of the oldest church in Korea. And that was it. So that was the first thing we kind of did. We were able to walk over there from where we were staying and got to see the old building and read a couple, like historic monument words, and was just moved by, like they were the sacrifice of these missionaries that, became part of Korean Christian history. And I thought that was it. But throughout that trip, God actually showed me the thread of faith in action, faith as an inheritance that I personally am able to actually inherit. So my dad's Christian because of someone, and I'm Christian, and I got to say yes to Jesus by being part of Christian family. That's a privilege, but I also don't want to minimize the journey of someone actually having to share that journey with my dad, my mom, and then later myself being recipient of that inheritance of faith. So it just kind of got me in that journey of what does that look like? And I saw a thread that even in one city, in a couple of days, I got to see a glimpse of God's hope, God's peace that is written in our story, and how He chooses to remind us of how we are becoming ourselves and how He has chosen us for such a time. And out of that journey, starting the month after, actually, I started writing my book called Zero to Sero, The Journey of Becoming Myself, because out of that just simple glimpse of, there is more than a trip, more to a trip than simple a trip. If in the ordinary, if I look out, if I look for it, there's always an opportunity, and always has been, where God's been making me become myself. So out of that Mokpo trip became Zero to Sero in so many different ways, and here I am as an author of Zero to Sero. So that's my journey, and that's homework for you, I guess. Not necessarily a homework, but just an encouragement for you. What in the ordinary, like without actually having to travel to somewhere, what part of your ordinary life that you could actually lean into, and say, this is who I am because of. So in ways, maybe reflecting on your faith journey, not just your own faith journey, but for some of you, if you are third, fourth generation Christians, you might have taken granted for the inheritance of faith that you've gotten to receive because of someone's sharing with your family. So maybe being able to lean into that. Like think about Matthew 1, the chapter Matthew 1 goes into genealogy, someone father someone, someone father someone, and all the way to Jesus, who we have our hope in. So what does that look like for us to take time to reflect on our journey by seeing how He has blessed us through the ways He has written in different parts of our family history as well. So take time to do that. Thank you for listening to my journey of becoming. 고맙습니다.